Welcome to Narc Abuse No More, where we're here to help educate you about narcissistic abuse because your feelings do matter. Hi, and welcome to another broadcast of Narc Abuse No More with your host, Dr. and Evangelist K.O. Rich. Thanks for tuning in today. Today is Friday, December the 24th. This is, what is it? It's Christmas Eve. I pray that you are having a blessed and wonderful Christmas Eve, and that the remainder of this weekend will help you and continue to be narcissistic free, drama free, stress free, all those things that go in the arsenal of dealing with narcissists. But if not, we're going to be talking about a few things today. Again, my name is Dr. K.O. Rich with Narc Abuse No More, where we're here to help you admit what you feel in order to heal from the effects of narcissistic abuse, because your feelings do matter. Yes, they do. But before we go on with today's podcast, I would like to invite you to visit us on our website at narcabusenomore.com. Again, I'm giving y'all all the wrong website. Let me just slow down and start over again. It's Christmas Eve. Come on now. www.narcabusenomore.org. Again, that website address is www.narcabusenomore.org, or you can type in narcissisticabusenomore.com. Again, that's narcissisticabusenomore.com. And on our website, you find valuable information regarding narcissism, regarding relationships. We're going to be adding some extra things in the beginning of the year. And guess what? The first week of January, we're moving to Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. You're getting an extra day in. That's right, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. It's still going to be at 10 a.m. Eastern Standard Time, 9 a.m. Central on SoundCloud, iHeartRadio, Spotify, Spreaker, Google Play, iTunes, Deezer, as well as Castbox and Amazon Audible. So the great thing about these podcasts is even if you are not able to tune in at the time we actually air, you can always listen to us in the archives at the time of your choosing, whether you're on break at work, whether you're on the road going home from the job, whether you're cleaning, or whatever the case may be. You can always put a bud in your ear and listen to us at the time of your choice. Now, one thing we would like for you to do is share these podcasts. If you have Facebook or Tumblr or whatever your social media platform, hit the share button. Also put us in your favorites so it will alert you as to whenever we post new podcasts. All right, what are we talking about today? Since this is Christmas Eve and many people are in the spirit of giving, we want you to give a gift to yourself. What are we talking about? We're talking about ways to love yourself. Now, this is not in the way that those narcissists, okay, we talking about those narcissists that try to it's always about me, I. No, we're not talking about in that sense. We're talking about people who you may have gone through things in life. You may have gone through low self-esteem. You may have been in an abusive relationship. You may have been in toxic relationships. You may have never felt good about yourself. Well, we want you to give yourself the gift of love. And we're going to tell you some things to do to help you to do that, because so many people don't love themselves. And oftentimes people tend to get into abusive, toxic relationships, unhealthy relationships that just tear you down because you haven't learned to love yourself. You know, the thing is that you have a lot of people that are single right now, and I wish I was with somebody, but you have to make sure that you love yourself before you can really love anyone else. First, it starts with loving God. 1 Corinthians 13 talks about love. And when you understand the love of God, then you can understand his love for you, and then you can allow him to help you to love yourself so that you will also be able to share that love with others. You tend to maybe not make yourself a priority, and you always trying to go from relationship to relationship, but it can affect, if you don't love yourself, it can affect every area in your life, whether it's on a job, whether it's your health, whether it's just regular relationships that are not toxic. You can make them toxic just by you not being able to love yourself. So we're going to talk about loving yourself. And as always, I love to go to websites and give you valuable information where you can go back and look at it again. And Committed to Love Myself, committedtolovemyself.com. They have 20 ways that you can love yourself. And so I'm going to give you this list, and I'm going to be talking about some things and elaborating and adding some things to it. The first thing I will say, though, 1 Corinthians 13, and let me just go over that just a little bit for those of you who may be listening to us for the first time, or you don't know what it says, or you might say, well, I'm not a Christian. Well, I pray that you are, and I pray that you accept Christ into your heart, but I want to let you know what God has to say about love. So 1 Corinthians 13, I'm just going to go over just a little bit so you can know what love is, because if you don't know what love is, then guess what? You don't know how to give it. You can't give what you don't know. That you don't have, or that you don't know what it is. So in 1 Corinthians 13 and in verse 4, starting at verse 4, it says, love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it is not dishonoring of others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrong. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices in truth. It always protects, it always trusts, it always hopes, it always perseveres. Love never fails. And this is love. And many people do not have those qualities, those traits, and so therefore they don't know how to love. And that's why I started off with that, because when you understand that those are the traits that God has and his love for you, that he sent his son. Many people are celebrating Christmas all around the world, even though we know that this is not the actual day that Jesus was born, but they're celebrating Christmas all throughout the world. And why? Because Jesus came and died for us. That's love. The Bible says, greater love hath a man than this, than to lay down his life for a friend. And so therefore Jesus loved us so much that he came and gave himself. He came and gave his own life so that we may have eternal life with the Father. So when we know the love of Jesus, then we can begin to understand the love that he has for us, and therefore love ourselves, and also be able to love others. If you only love yourself, then that's not love, okay? That's selfishness. But when we love ourselves, we can also be able to love others. So loving God, allow him to show us the love he has for us, allowing us to be able to understand and embrace that love, and then be able to show love to others. So number one of the things that can help you with loving yourself when you've lived years and you've gone through abuse and toxic relationships, one after the other, and number one, stop comparing yourself to others. There are times when we can compete, there's healthy competition, but then when you are constantly comparing yourself to others, then you're never able to embrace the unique individual of who God has created you to be. So be proud of who you are, not prideful, but proud of who God made you to be. We often tend to compare ourselves to others, and then you never know, that person is comparing themselves to someone, and then that person comparing themselves to someone. And stop comparing yourself to others. Appreciate whom God has made you to be. Whatever gifts and whatever talents and whatever God has given you, embrace it. Appreciate it. There's a parable in the Bible that talk about the talents, and one was given 10, one was given 5, one was given 2, and another was given 1. And this master gave one man a talent, but he went and buried his, because in other words, he was comparing himself to others. Everybody else got more, but I only got the one, so I'm going to go bury my talent. The other person person had 2, he came back with 4. He went and doubled his talents. The one that had 5, he came back with 10. He went and doubled his talents. The master, he told the one that had the 2 and came back with the 4, he let him know he was a good servant. The one that had the 5 and came back with 10, he was a good servant. But the one that only had the 1, and he made an excuse of, he knew he was a hard taskmaster, and so he just went and buried it. Well, he was considered as wicked, and the master actually took his talent and gave it to the one that had the 10, that originally had 5. Whatever God has given you, be grateful for whatever it is that you have. We all have something unique about us. We all have something different. If someone's a doctor, don't be jealous of them because you might be a school teacher. Hey, be the best school teacher that you can be, because guess what? It takes a school teacher to educate that doctor. Come on now. You might say, well, you know what? I didn't go to college and I don't have a degree. Well, guess what? Just because you have a degree doesn't mean you're educated. We often hear the term educated idiots, and there's a lot of educated idiots, okay? And so the thing is that a degree, yes, they're great to have. I have them. I'm happy, to have graduated this year with my doctorate. I praise God for it. But at the same time, it doesn't make me any better than someone else. If I can't help somebody with the education that God has allowed for me to get, then I'm useless. So whether you have a PhD or a GED, God can use you. Stop comparing yourself to others. Oftentimes they're comparing themselves to others, and then they're comparing themselves to others. Be appreciative of the unique individual that God has made you. Number 2, stop picking your body apart. Ugh. How many times do we go through, I'm not skinny enough, I'm not pretty enough, I'm not curvaceous enough, I don't have enough muscles, your body image is toe up from the floor up. There is always something that we can work on. The most beautiful person in the world, let me just say this, because oftentimes, especially with young girls who are very gullible at times, who may be very have impressed, they might be impressive when it comes to looking at celebrities on the glamour magazines, on the next Elle, and all these different magazines. Most of those women do not look like they do on the magazine. Let me just say, all of them don't look like they do on the magazine, because guess what? They're going to have touch-ups. They have makeup artists. They have hairstylists. They have tailors that tailor their clothes to fit the way that they want them to fit. They have those that help them to work out. Those that are I can't even think of the name, but anyway, those that help them to work out. They have personal trainers. That's what it is, personal trainers. They have their hired chefs that cook what they need. When you're seeing these celebrities, and it's good for mothers to tell especially their young daughters this. When you see celebrities on these magazines, they do not wake up looking like they just stepped on to Cosmopolitan magazine. And even after they have all the makeup and the weaves and the hair dyes and the tummy tucks and all those things, some have gotten breast augmentation and Botox and all that. That's not who they are. I had to laugh a few days ago when this guy on one of my Facebook friends, he had posted this. He had posted this this meme, and it said that how do you put it? It said on the meme, I'm trying to recall. It said on the meme that most women will not answer after 9 p.m. because they have returned back to factory settings. Let me repeat that. Most women will not answer a video call. Most women will not answer a video call after 9 p.m. because they have returned back to factory settings. Okay, I don't know if you get it or not, but what he but what he was saying is by 9 p.m. most women are not gonna let you see them in video, okay? Because all the makeup, all the weave, the wigs, and all that stuff is off, so they've returned back to factory settings, okay? So it's and I thought that was just so hilarious. And that's the thing. We spend time. We spend time picking our bodies apart, and regardless of what size you are, how tall, how short, how thin, how voluptuous, whatever, curvaceous, whatever you are, appreciate who you are. Now, we all got some things to work on. Trust me, I do. I'm trying to lose the battle. I'm losing the battle of the bulge. I'm trying to lose. I'm trying to lose some extra pounds, okay? Some extra cushion, all right? And I've been doing that my whole life, trying to lose I've been more of a loser with the battle of the bulge than a winner. But at the same time, I'm still trying. However, we are still to appreciate something about us. Stop picking yourself apart. You might say, well, I got spots on my face. I don't have enough muscles. My legs are skinny. Whatever the case may be, there's something about you that you can appreciate. Learn to love yourself. Whether it's your hair, whether it's your nails, whether it's your eyes. What about you do you love about yourself? You might say, well, I don't love anything about myself. You need to find something. Find something. Look in the mirror. Find something. You might have flawless skin. You might have nice eyebrows. Find something about you that you love about yourself. Stop picking yourself apart, thinking I have to look like this celebrity and that celebrity, because they don't look like that themselves. When they take the makeup off, and I'm not saying everybody does not look nice without the makeup. I'm not saying that. What I am saying is that most of the time when you see them on the covers of the magazines or doing their concerts, they don't look like that. They don't wake up like that. They look like everybody else. So stop tearing yourself apart. Number 3. Discover your purpose. What has God created you to do? See, when you know your purpose, it helps you with your self-esteem, because hey, I am of value. I have a valuable gift. God has given me the ability to draw. God has given me the ability to sing. God has given me the ability to write poetry. God has given me the ability to be good at fixing cars. Or what is your gift? And the Bible talks about spiritual gifts, and we can understand the gifts that God has given us. He has given us something unique. You might be good at putting things together. Let me just tell you, I am horrible when it comes to assembling things. You would not want to hire me to put your bookcase together. Right, let me tell you what I had to do. I have a lot of gifts. I'm a great cook. I do art. I do a lot of different things, whether it's writing books, podcasts, and I do a lot of different things. But I am horrible with putting things together. You would not want me to put your bookcase together, because I promise you it will fall apart, okay? I give it about maybe 6 months, maybe a year if you don't move it. But when you get ready to do a move, it's going to fall apart. Right now I have a bookcase I put together. I had to push my small freezer next to it because it was getting ready to do what you call a gangster lean. Okay, it was about to be on the floor. And so I am not good with putting things together. I embrace the things that I'm good at, and the things that I'm not, oh well, hey, to each his own. We all have something that we're good at. So discover your purpose. What has God put in your heart to do? Is it to be an encourager? Is it to be a person that's there for someone when they need help? What is it that God has put in your mind, in your heart to do? And discover that purpose. Ask Him to help you develop whatever that gift is that He has given to you. Number 4, make time to hang out with positive people. Nothing can be worse than hanging out with Mr. and Miss Negativity. There's always something wrong. They never see the bright side of things. There's always a dark cloud in the sunniest of skies, okay? You be with positive people, people that can help you be positive in life, people that are looking for positive things in their life, and they're working toward those goals, and therefore you're trying to work toward those goals. Surround yourself with positive people. Amos 3:3. How can two walk together unless they have agreed to do so? Let go of the bags. Let go of the unnecessary weights. Let go of the drama, and make sure that you surround yourself with positive people who can speak life into you. I speak life into myself. Number 5, get to know you. Some people don't know themselves. Some people are so busy running from relationship to relationship to relationship. I watch people, and I watch sometimes how they move from relationship to relationship to relationship. No sooner are they divorced and they married again. Okay, no sooner have they left one relationship than they're into another relationship, and oftentimes they wind up moving from one to the next to the next to the next. You haven't had time to get to know you. You might say, "Well, I was married for 10 years and I know myself." No, you need to know yourself again. Get to renew yourself. Get to re-know yourself. Get to rejuvenate yourself. Get to know you. Spend time with yourself. Reflect on the things that you're good at. Reflect on learning some new things, things that can build your self-confidence. Stop trying to always be coupled. If you just got out of a relationship, hold the horses, okay? Stop the press. Take some time for you. Get to know who you are before you get to know somebody else. Because if you don't know who you are, then how can you be the best with being in a relationship with someone else if you haven't even gotten to know who you are? And then you wind up being in a toxic relationship because you haven't even gotten to know what you want out of a relationship. Get to know you. All right, we're going to take a quick break and we'll be back in just a moment.
Christmas is the time of year for being with the ones we love, sharing so much joy and cheer. What a wonderful feeling, watching the ones we love having so much fun. I was sitting by the fireside, taking a walk through the snow, listening to a children's choir, singing songs about came to us. Why can't it remain? All through the year, each day the same. That's what I want to hear. That spirit of Christmas. I tell you, it's truly amazing, that spirit of Christmas. Let me hear you. Why can't it remain? Why can't it remain all through the year? All through the year. Each day the same. Each day the same. And that's what I want to hear. Listen to me. It's truly amazing, that spirit of Christmas. Oh, it's truly amazing, that spirit of Christmas. Ain't it so? It's truly amazing. Yeah. That spirit of Christmas. Oh, Christmas. Oh, Christmas.
The Spirit of Christmas, and that's by Ray Charles. All right. So, number 6, forgive and forget. One of the things that can keep you from loving yourself is if you're holding on to grudges, if you're holding on to bitterness. Doctors and scientists and studies have shown actually that when we forgive others, then when we're not holding on to grudges, we are oftentimes better off health-wise. You're not the high blood pressure, the stress. Many people have high blood pressure and stress due to genetics and things they eat and those type of things. But then some reasons some people have these type of ailments is because they're holding on to bitterness, past hurts, pain, grudges. They haven't forgiven the people that may have done them wrong. Now you may not forget what was done, but see, the thing is, when you forgive, then you're gonna find that you think about those things less and less and less. This is not giving anyone the okay to abuse. Let's get that straight. Whenever I talk about forgiveness, it's because God requires, first of all, as Christians, that we forgive so that He forgives us, and then second, because it helps you on your road to recovery. So when you forgive those who have done wrong to you, when you let go of the weight of anger that has been affecting you, when you let go of that resentment, when you're not holding on to that hatred, then your mood will be better. You can move forward in life. You can progress. You can grow. See, the having anger and having bitterness and resentment, that's a weight that's holding you back. But when you learn to forgive, again, this is not saying that it's okay for the person who abused you, mistreated you, and all those things. But you're saying, you know what? I'm going to release that person. I'm not going to hold on to the bitterness and all the pain and the hurt and all those things. And it takes time. This is not something that happens overnight. But you know what the thing is? You pray and ask God to help you. And then you learn to release it and let it go. And you'll find that you're much more happier in life when you're not holding on to what somebody did, to you. And this is not to say that, hey, they did not do it. You may not even get an apology, but they may not even ever say, I'm sorry, or recognize that they did something wrong to you. However, this is for you. Healing is for you. You can say, you know what? I'm going to release that person. I'm going to let go of the anger, the bitterness, and all those things so that I can grow and that I can be in good standing with God. Number 7, improve your appearance if you want to. Taking care of yourself helps you sometimes to build confidence in yourself. Again, we're not talking about being like the narcissist who is all about me, and walk all over people and do all kind of nasty things to them just to get where you want, what you want, when you want, how you want, all those things. No, we're talking about just helping yourself to grow as an individual. So sometimes people want to improve their appearance and it helps them to feel good about themselves. So if you lose a extra 20 pounds, and make sure you're doing it for you. again, we talked about this a little earlier about stop picking your body image apart. But if there's something that you want to improve in yourself, then do it because it's something that makes you feel good. If you want to say, you know what, I want to take care of my health, I want to lower my blood pressure, so I'm going to lose 20 pounds, then do that because it's something that's going to help you. You might say, well, you know what, I want to be more active with my children, so I'm going to, start decreasing certain things in my diet because it's going to help me be overall look better, feel better, and be in a better mood. Then do that because it's going to help you to have a better outlook on life and furthermore of yourself. Number 8, maintain a healthy lifestyle. And I'm talking to myself here too because I love me some sweets. Like, let me tell you, I'm about to make me a gingerbread cake, and I'm gonna love every piece. Okay. This is the holiday, okay? I got some stuff marinating for some barbecue. The macaroni and cheese is going to be off the chain. I'm getting that potato salad ready. Want to have some greens in the crock pot. Come on now. We talking about some food. Make me feel good. But toward the first of the year. Toward the first of the year, I'm going to be doing this diet called the Rave. I do it every January. I go 31 days. I normally do it with my dad. 31 days, no meats, no sweets, no white flour products, no oil of any kind, nothing fried, nothing with oil and butter, no dairy products. Yeah, it's one of them plant-based diets. But even with that, I make my stuff taste good. Okay, that's how I make it through it. 31 days, no meats, no sweets, no white flour products, no oils, no sugar. Woo! But you know what? I use honey in my coffee now. Okay, so I'm trying my best to maintain a better lifestyle, but I am going to have me some sugar. I love sugar. And you know, when I was a kid, I used to go to the store and steal candy bars. I got busted. Yeah, I got busted. That's another story within itself. I was a sugar kid. I love some sweets. I used to go to the store and steal candy bars, and then I get in trouble, and then my mom had to take me back to the store where I got it from and return that candy from whence it came, and then I get in trouble, and then I go back and do it again. Yeah. Okay, so maintain a healthy lifestyle. Okay, so whatever works for you, whether it's having an exercise routine, whatever it is, going swimming, maintain a healthy lifestyle because it helps to put you in a better mood instead of being somebody's punching bag or punching somebody. Go to the gym and work out if you need to relieve some stress. Number 9, find a hobby. Hobbies are great. If you outside of your daily routine, developing a hobby help you mentally, it stimulates your mind, it helps your self-esteem, it helps you to feel good, it helps you to be calm. I love one of the things that I have done, and this is God because it's not about me. I paint. I'm a new artist now. And my paintings, this is God because I never was interested in painting. If you had asked me in high school to take an art class, I hated art. I didn't want to take art. I wasn't interested in art. But when I started writing books, I started doing sketches for my books, and God had let me know that I was to sketch my own things. And so anyway, He gave me the ability to do that. And over the years, I have gotten much better, and I'm still progressing. And so He's moved me from just doing sketches to now doing full paintings, and I'm learning even more. And so if you want to check out my art gallery, you can go to the website at narcabusenomore.org and click on the art gallery, and you'll see some of the paintings that I do have for sale on there. And I find that it's relaxing, it's peaceful, and it's even though I'm doing it for ministry, it's also something that I enjoy doing. So find you a hobby, something that you like to do that helps to boost your self-esteem and help your mental health. Number 10, learn to laugh at yourself. Sometimes I think back over some of the things that I have done in life, and I just have to laugh at myself. And so I recall a time, this was some years ago, I was living in Illinois, And my sister-in-law at the time, I think they were coming to pick me up or something. Her and someone was coming to pick me up. Anyway, I had walked out the house. It was snow on the ground. It was ice on the ground. I think I had some boots and a coat on or whatever. But anyway, I slid on the ice, and my legs went up in the air. So I'm on my back with my legs straight up in the air, and I said, "Oh Lord." And my sister-in-law just laughed. She didn't even offer to help me. But she laughed. And it was so funny. And I think about that time, and I have to laugh at myself because I had fell flat on my behind with my legs straight up in the air. Sometimes you have to laugh at yourself. And it helps you with your self-confidence, because even if somebody else laugh at you, you could just say, you know what, I'm not going to take everything serious. I'm not going to, allow everything to get to me. Sometimes I need to laugh at myself, and it helps to lighten up the mood, lighten you up, lighten your thoughts up, to say, you know what, this isn't so bad after all. I can actually look upon this and laugh at myself. We're going to take another quick break, and we'll be back in just a moment.
Bells will be ringing, the glad, glad news. Oh, what a Christmas to have the blues. My baby's gone, I have no friend to wish me greeting once again. Choirs will be singing Silent Night, Christmas carol by candlelight. Please come on for Christmas. Please come on for Christmas. If not for Christmas, by New Year's night. Friends and relations send salutations, sure as the stars shine above. This is Christmas, yes, Christmas, my dear, the time of year to be with the one you love. Then won't you tell me you'll never more roam? Christmas and New Year will find you home. There'll be no more sorrow, no grief and pain, 'cause I'll be happy, happy once again. Ooh, no more sorrow, no grief and pain, 'cause I'll be happy Christmas once again.
And that is Charles Brown, Please Come Home for Christmas. Number 11, volunteer. Volunteering to help other people can help to boost your self-confidence when you're thinking about others instead of yourself. And it helps us to be humble. So make a positive contribution to like your community, to your church, to people that you see maybe around you that are in need, veterans or organizations. Volunteering helps you to feel, hey, you're of worth. You might say, well, I don't feel I have any value, but let me just let you know when you're helping others, you are of value to that person, and therefore you can see the value in yourself. You say, you know what, I am able to help somebody. I am able to do some good, and therefore it helps to boost your self-esteem. And don't just do it just because of you. Do it because you really want to help other people. And when you see a smile on their face, then it can help bring one to yours as well. Number 12, be less judgmental. Free yourself from being so judgmental about yourself, and then therefore you can also be less judgmental when it comes to others. This is not saying that I'm gonna be selfish. What it's just saying is that, hey, don't be so judgmental when it comes to yourself, because you can also take that type of mentality into other people, and then you will find that the relationships, the positive relationships that you could have had, you don't have because you were judgmental. And it all started because you were judgmental with yourself. So have a more accepting attitude, be selfless instead of selfish, and it also helps to boost your self-esteem. 13, stop trying to please everyone. Oh, this is major right here. This is major. Many people are self-pleasers, or should I say people pleasers, and not self-pleasers, but people pleasers. And they feel like they got to be everything to everybody. You can't be everything to everybody. Now, we know in the Bible, Paul talked about being everything to everyone, but he was talking about in the ministry sense. He was talking about in the spiritual sense. He was talking about for us what God would have of him. But when you're outside of doing what God wants you to, if you're trying to please this one, please that one, you can never say no to anyone. Then you wind up feeling used, abused, and you find yourself being or feeling devalued. You cannot be everything to everyone when you're dealing with toxic people. But those who love you will appreciate you for who you are, even if sometimes you have to say no. They're not gonna say, oh, you're not my friend because you don't do this and you don't do that, or you don't jump to my beat, or you don't dance to my cadence. They're gonna love you anyway. So stop trying to be a people pleaser, because there are some people that you cannot make happy. Even if you gave them $1 million, they would not be happy. So therefore, know what your boundaries are, know what you can do, know what you're comfortable with, and then you do it. And if it's something that you're not comfortable with, something that's out of your reach, something that you just can't do, then guess what? It's okay to say no. Number 14, smile more. Sometimes when you smile, you make yourself feel better. We're always going around with cracks in our foreheads and and upside down smiles, and you won't be happy. So try to smile. You might say, I don't feel like smiling. Smile anyway. Smile anyway. Just try to smile, because sometimes smiling and then you sometimes see someone smile back at you, it makes you feel good on the inside. So smile. Make yourself smile. Try to practice smiling. And this is not saying that I'm trying to camouflage my pain. This is saying that sometimes the act of smiling can help you to feel good. It helps you with your self-image, and oftentimes it starts with just a simple smile. Number 15, dance more. Now, you might say, I don't know how to dance, or whatever the case may be. This is just saying that, be happy, be creative, express your personality. Just be. I don't care if you go into an open field and just run. Just do something that makes you feel good, that inspires you, that can also inspire others. Just go free. I think about the movie The Color Purple. It was with Whoopi Goldberg and Oprah Winfrey years ago, and I don't know if they still play it every Thanksgiving, but they used to be where they used to play it on television every Thanksgiving. But I think about the Color Purple, the purple. I think I'm not sure if they were lilies or well, they're not lilies. I don't know what the flowers were. I'm not a flower person where I know the names of them. I love them, but I don't know names of them. But anyway, the field was full of these purple flowers, and I just just think about just running through a field like that, just running. Take your shoes off and just run. Sometimes if you know how to swim, you just go somewhere and just jump in the pool. Now, don't jump if you don't know what you're doing and you don't know how to swim and you ain't got nobody there who can rescue you. But just letting free, just letting your hair down. Number 16, treat yourself. Sometimes we're so busy doing for everybody else, but we neglect ourselves. Treat yourself. And I'm not talking about with bonbons and in front of the television with a bag of popcorn and all that kind of stuff. And sometimes that can be a treat if you want to. Now, somebody like me can't really afford that. But anyway, the waistline would be like, ooh. But the thing is, treat yourself. Do something for yourself. Go to a spa, get your nails done, go to the gym, do something that makes you feel good. Oftentimes people don't know how to treat themselves, and so therefore they don't know how to love themselves. Sometimes you have to say, you know what, I'm gonna do this for me. If you need to go, you want to go buy an outfit, or you want to go buy that pair of shoes, or whatever case may be, it's okay to sometimes treat yourself. I'm not saying go broke. I'm saying sometimes take the time to treat yourself, even if it's going to the park and reading a book. Treat yourself. Number 17, create a balance. If you have these scales, and you go on one size up, one size down, you don't have a balance in life. That means that you may have your job, you may have your children, you may have other demands in life, but make sure you maintain a happy balance so that you can be happy, so that you can live a full life, a well balanced life, where you can have that peace of mind, where you can you feel as if you're achieving your goals. Create a healthy balance so that you will be able to love yourself by maintaining that balance and putting some time for you, for others, and most importantly, for God. Number 18, take care of your finances. Now, these are some trying times for a lot of people. And let me just say this, sometimes you have to let go of some extra things just so you won't stress yourself out financially. That means that, hey, I may not be able to ride that BMW because the car insurance is so high. I may have to settle with a Ford. I may not be able to buy that Lamborghini, or I might not be able to buy that what they call it, Dolce and Gabbana. I'm probably butchering the name. That purse that's $500. I might have to stick to the $20 purse. Maintain your finances. Take care of your finances. If you're saying, well, you know what, I can't afford to live this way, then reduce it. Oftentimes people are trying to live to maintain the look of success. Success is not when you're stressing at night over how you're going to pay this and how you're going to pay that. If you need to downsize, if you need to downgrade, then go ahead and do that so that you can take care of you. Number 19, forgive your past self. It's easy to look back and say, well, you know what? I didn't do this right, and I didn't do that right, and I got this wrong, and I got that wrong, and this relationship didn't work, and that relationship didn't work. Forgive yourself. First of all, if it's something you've done wrong, ask God to forgive you, and then you make the effort and ask Him to help you to forgive yourself so that you can make room for Him to bless you, so you can make room for happiness to come into your life, so that you can make room for healing. You're not taking the past with you. You moving forward. The thing is, you can't do nothing about the past. Whatever life you may have lived or whatever, the only thing you can do is move forward. And the Bible talks about us becoming a new creature in Christ. All things are passed away. All things become new. Old things are passed away, and all things become new. So we become new creatures in Christ. And if Christ has forgiven us, then we have to also forgive ourselves. And last but not least, don't assume the worst. Sometimes we assume that I'm not going to be successful in life, or this person's not going to like me, or they're not going to accept me, or things will never be good for me. If you assume the worst, you're more than likely going to get the worst. However, change that negativity mindset and put it on the positive channel. Say, you know what? I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. I am the head and not the tail. I am above and not beneath. And know that God loves you. And guess what? When you know and understand the love of God, then you can begin to love yourself and love others. And you can give yourself the gift of love because you have first received it from God. All right, we are up out of here. I pray that you have a blessed and wonderful Christmas. For those who celebrate Christmas and those who don't, and those who celebrate Hanukkah, happy Hanukkah. And those who don't celebrate anything, hey, be blessed. Accept God's blessings for you. This is Dr. K.L. Rich with Narc Abuse No More. Until next time.